think there's something pretty unique, and I'm happy that I got to shoot here in Stockholm. It has the desolation of certain landscapes of the snow combined with the intimacy of the interior of the world of the characters.
Fede always told me that it was kind of a story of Lisbeth and where she's come from, where she's going to. At the beginning of the story, you sort of find somebody who's looking for what their purpose in life is, really.
The character of Lisbeth is very up to date to what's happening in the world right now. When I was a kid, most of the heroes in the movies were men, but now you have Lisbeth Salander.
I think this is a fresh sort of take on the series. This is the first time it's been adapted in this way, this particular story. And so, yeah, I think it'll be nice to sort of see just a different aspect of it than people have seen before.
There's something about Fede's work that's, I don't know, it feels characterful, it feels atmospheric, it feels stylish, it's got pace and energy and mood and atmosphere, all of that is applying to this.
At its core, I think it's a story, it's a thriller. It is a little bit of a roller coaster movie, because once it goes, it really doesn't stop till the end.
Fede Álvarez has an incredible ability to take an audience in a direction that they have no idea that they're going in, and surprise you and thrill you and move you all in kind of one go, really. Fede always told me that it was kind of a story of Lisbeth and where she's come from, where she's going to, and who she is at this point, I think. I think with the previous 3 books, she's been through a lot, and she's also shaken off a lot of her past in a way. And I think at the beginning of the story, you sort of find somebody who's looking for what their purpose in life is, really. The sort of days are gone where you can have a kind of 2-dimensional figure, really, at the centre of any story. And I also think that Lisbeth is a really complex and interesting woman, as all women are. We shot a lot in Berlin, but we've also shot a lot in Stockholm, which I think is really important because of, where the film's set here. There's a lot of snow and a lot of ice, and I think it just all adds to the reality of the situation and the circumstances people are living in, really. And I am European and I love Europe, and so I've just loved shooting here. It's just been incredible time. Fede Álvarez has an incredible ability to take an audience in a direction that they have no idea that they're going in, and surprise you and thrill you and move you all in kind of one go, really. I just think he's extraordinary, and he is going to make the most amazing film.
It's a story that really takes the character Lisbeth Salander in a completely different direction, and it will expose parts of our life and the world that you really haven't seen in any other stories. For me, one of the most intriguing things in the series in general is who is she? It's like a question that even people that know her perfectly wouldn't be able to answer. It's because that's what makes her special. It's just the intriguing part of who is Lisbeth Salander for real. Obviously, the books they're set in Europe. It's something very particularly about not just the city, obviously, city of Stockholm, but the genre, the Nordic noir. It's something about that combination of, we're always talking about that, about the idea of like cold outside and very hot inside, the contrasts of the worlds, and it's something the story definitely has. It has the desolation of certain landscapes of the snow combined with the intimacy of the interior of the world of the characters. So I think there's something pretty unique, and I'm happy that we got to shoot here in Stockholm. What's special about it is that it's very hard to put inside a box of what it is. It has a little bit of everything, but it's at its core, I think, it's a story, it's a thriller, because it pushes the character completely out of her comfort zone and sends her into a spinning world that, until the very end, it is a little bit of a roller coaster movie, because once it goes, it really doesn't stop till the end. And it does obviously also, because I'm shooting it, has some elements of horror. I think it has, just because he's confronting her with very, very scary things, right? And not just her, but a lot of the characters, they're forced to confront their deepest fears. And she's super talented. It's for me, when I have an actor of her caliber, it puts me, even on set, it puts me in the place of the audience. I just have to be there, looking at her work, and just witness the scene. I mean, as the director but also as the writer, you spend a lot of time with the scenes in your head before you make them, before you arrive on set the day that you're actually going to shoot a certain scene. So it is great when you have actors of that caliber that you can just sit down, say action, and see the scene unfold and witness it and experience it as the audience will, and have the real pleasure of and the thrills of seeing those scenes happen as you were if you were an audience.
So the character of Lisbeth is very up to date to what's happening in the world right now. When I was a kid, most of the heroes in the movies were men, but now you have Lisbeth Salander. It's Mikael Blomkvist. He's a journalist, and when we come into the story, he's getting pushed out of his own magazine, so he's kind of down on luck. But then Lisbeth Salander comes back after 3 years of being gone, and she needs help, and he obviously can't say no. I think it feels very fresh, and I think the tempo is going to be quite high. You have a lot of things happening in the movie. We shot in Berlin for the first months, and I really enjoyed Berlin. It's very nice. But now we're shooting in Stockholm, so it's kind of a home game for me. She's wonderful. She's very down-to-earth person, and it's just very nice to work with her. She brings a lot to the film and the feeling on set. Well, I just hope they're gonna see a movie they really like and go home and then go to the movies and see it again.
I think this is a fresh sort of take on the series, and this is the first time it's been adapted in this way, this particular story. And so, yeah, I think it'll be nice to sort of see just a different aspect of it than people have seen before. And I think people might be surprised by just how much this film has going on from start to finish. There's something happening. It's always moving. So yeah, I think that'll be exciting. I played Needham, who he works closely with the government agencies and is attempting to sort of track down Lisbeth and is on her trail for most of the duration of the story. And what his real intentions are not really clear, but he's after something. It's been awesome. It's been really great. I've never worked with a director like him before, and yeah, he's been really informative and has a great vision for what he wants the story to be. And so I was glad to be along for the ride. We shot here in beautiful Stockholm. In fact, just yesterday, or the day before yesterday, I was shooting right here on this bridge. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a bridge right here. And we also shot some things in Berlin, which is quite nice. Yeah, we've just been bouncing around Europe, just like finding cool spots. And so it's been great for me to be able to see that.
So this is one of the books that's not yet hit the big screen, and you know, I think it kind of deepens her character. It shows a little bit more about where she comes from and what makes her tick, which is interesting and exciting. And plus, you've got me in it. And if you don't want that in a film, I don't know what you want.
There's something about Fede's work that's, I don't know, it feels characterful, it feels atmospheric, it feels stylish. It's got pace and energy and mood and atmosphere, and all of that he's applying to this. There's going to be some great action, there's a great sense of mood and suspense, there's a lot of emotion in it, there's a lot of sort of intrigue and
breathe in and out.
One look over here, please, everybody.
I'm on here.
Here, please. Just the Swedish. Right.